Luke Tanaka with head women's soccer coach Paul Webster. And coach, a couple of road victories this time. How did your team handle traveling, winning 2 games, 1-0?
Well, we didn't have to go very far, but road games are tricky, especially with the start times. An early start midweek, and then a AM start on the weekend. I thought we handled the whole process pretty well and started the games very well.
Kim Stanzik scored both goals this week, but Courtney O'Keefe, I think, has done a really great job. Kind of under the radar, 1 goal, 2 assists. Seems like she's been in the middle of a lot of offensive chances. She's your one senior up front. Talk about her leadership and her ability to create chances up front.
That's exactly it. I mean, forwards are about creating opportunities, either for yourself or for your teammates, and her ability to play a ball in behind a team's back line is it's kind of uncanny a little bit, and it's constantly putting stress on the other team's defenders and goalkeeper. And when you got Kim, who's been very opportunistic, and Sydney, who's created a ton of chances, hasn't really scored, but that combination has been very effective for us so far.
Speaking of creating chances, 25 shots this week. Opponents had just 9. What was the key to creating so many chances against Aurora and Benedictine?
We're defending well. It sounds silly, but our ability to win the ball back sooner in other teams' possession allows us to get in their end more. We've been a pretty good team getting the ball out wide and creating chances from there. We're getting a large percentage of our chances on goal, which is very good. Keepers have been good. Both goalkeepers were very good. All the chances we had on goal, they put most of them aside. But we're creating chances because we're winning the ball and the other team's end of the field a little bit earlier.
You mentioned the defense has been playing very well. You've had a couple of different goalkeepers, but in front of them, only 9 shots allowed. What's been the key?
Team defending. Our forwards have to help us defend. They've got a very important job because of the shape we play. They need to commit to their responsibility, and that's the one thing this team has done very well. It's forwards defend differently than defenders, but they have a very important job, and when they do theirs, it takes pressure off of our back line and our goalkeeper, and that combination allows us to not really concede chances very often.
Emily Gordon played all 90 minutes against Benedictine, something that we haven't seen a whole lot early in the season. But you have so many good goalkeepers. How do you manage the time between, you got 3 or 4 solid ones that could play in net?
A lot of conversation on the sideline. We do have 3 very good goalkeepers, and 2 have stood out, and you need to get goalkeepers minutes. But this was a game that we felt, even though we were in command shot-wise, the game really wasn't completely under control. So on the road, we felt that Emily, her composure and her communication and organization really helped us stay compact and organized in the back. So, Merritt, our assistant coach, and I were talking about it, and we said, let's keep her in there. Plus, goalkeepers need to play 90 minutes, too, to be able to extend their focus, because we might need them to do that later.
Last 2 games before the conference schedule rolls around, Lake Forest at home get to be back at Elmhurst Field once again. What do you expect from the Foresters?
They're very combative. They're physical. They work really, really hard. They lost a goal scorer to graduation, I think, last year, but that's a team that's been in the NCAA tournament, so anybody who has that experience, we need to respect that, and they're going to give us challenges that we need to be able to meet, and then St. Kate's on the weekend. I mean, that's a very physical team, very good soccer team. It was a great game here last year, so we've got 2 big challenges this week.
St. Kate's a team that took it to you last year. You're up 1-0, but then a couple of late goals gave St. Kate's the win here at home. And trying to get that revenge over in St. Paul, your longest trip of the year.
Yes, it is our longest. They kind of embody all of the things that are characteristics of the best teams on our schedule. They're fast, they're physical, they're competitive, they play good soccer, and they're technical. And it's a good soccer team, and we've played a couple teams like that, and we've played teams that have elements of that. Once we get in the conference, we're going to see a lot more of it. So it'll be a really, really good challenge for us heading into conference play, but we need to play well Wednesday.
Blue Jays are 6-0, and they're at home on Wednesday. Coach, thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much.